No cold open today, Tom.
No.
You are the walking embodiment of a cold open.
That's right. That's accurate. Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is G-A-P-S.
All right.
That's all I got. That's the best I got. That's the best that I could possibly do. Hey, I did my hair today. Okay. I'm out of breath from doing my hair, but I did my hair. I was like, we gotta rock. Yeah, we're feeling a little bit better. It's just slow, incremental growth, and yeah, this still sucks. I'm getting scripted out today, though. I don't care if it kills me. I don't care if I have to drag my carcass across shattered glass. It's getting done. It's getting done. I swear, I'm gonna write it right after GPS. I'm gonna take a long time to record it. Sorry, that sentence is really tough. I had to take a deep breath, and then I'm going to do it. There's not going to be too many run-on sentences, though.
Boom.
So, how you doing, buddy?
I'm fine.
Going out to dinner with Jess tonight?
I am.
Nice.
Did I say that on the show?
You did.
Okay.
I just remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just putting some things together. Yeah. We're going to go out to dinner tonight, and that's it for the month, That's the one big outing.
Then you're just like, I'm done now.
Yeah,
I'm just not leaving my house again.
Got to reel it back in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear it. Is it a nice place or is it Casa Bonita?
No, we got to do that still. But it is a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to be on a wait list for Casa Bonita, and my family went there. They said it was pretty cool.
The new and improved.
Yeah.
Bro, I love how she broke the record with a 3 from the freaking logo. It's the most badass, just the most badass, amazing. That was yep, just stud, absolutely.
Honestly,
stud.
The Broncos should draft her to play quarterback.
Honestly, yeah, I would. That makes sense.
I hope to God Watson gets suspended again.
Yeah, so I saw a little bit. I've really not been online a ton.
Yeah.
There was does he have to do for another deposition? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, he might have to testify as well. There's one remaining case against him. It looks like it's going to go to court. So there's two things that could affect how the NFL handles Deshaun Watson. One, if new evidence comes out just in that case through the testimony, they could punish him further because that was part of the deal, I believe, as well. And then if there's if a guilty verdict is reached in this sexual misconduct case, I believe is that's what it is. Let me double check here. Yeah, sexual misconduct. If he's found guilty there, then they can also punish him further.
Gotcha.
So, we'll just wait and see, because it'll be so funny if the Browns gave him all that money and then he gets suspended into the third season. 3 shit seasons for Watson.
I mean, they're already screwed because of how much money they're going to have to pay him. So this would just be...
I mean... I don't know if it opens the door for them to move on from his contract. I think that's the other question that's remained to be seen.
Perna, you got a 250.
Lord Taco.
Dude,
you know how many tacos I could buy. Dude, this is paying for dinner tonight, Lord Taco. We're not going to a taco place, but I'm fucking asking for a taco tonight.
You got to order for a taco and just leave a single taco on a small plate and just be like, and sir, you can eat that. Just be like, It's reserved.
This is. Did you bring in a Taco Bell hard shell taco? Yes, I did.
I did.
It's gonna sit next to my steak.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny John John!
Not one.
Johnny John John!
And for the fitty.
Johnny John John!
Woo! Bam. All right, we've got an excellent show today, guys. And by excellent, I mean it's exactly the same as all the other shows. Don't get too excited, but don't get too low. We're right in the middle.
Yeah, that's right. We're just going.
How do we navigate you? We don't drive within the lanes. We drive in the middle of the road.
Well, that's actually the lane you should be driving. If you're on a 3-lane highway, right? They always say the middle is the best because then you could, like, in case something happens, a deer jumps out or a driver, you can veer off to the left or the right.
Yeah.
So,
but there's always some a-hole in the middle going well below the speed limit.
That's when we run them off the road.
I swear, there's like only two types of people on the road. People who drive way too slow and people who drive way too fast.
It's true.
Just get the fuck out of the way, idiots.
And even worse for Brandon, people who eat dinner after 4:30. That's just,
yeah.
That
no,
just
I love
grinds.
those people. I love the people who eat late because restaurants wide open for me and Jess.
Ooh. If I had the exact same way, I legit would rather have COVID. I can't tell you how mad like that screwed up my back for months. Like I got
What
this
if you got
badass
COVID
scar
from jumping through the table.
that was just like COVID all over the table. Like someone just like licked it before I jumped through it.
And the 49ers beat the Packers that day.
Yeah, honestly, it'd just be like any other day in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
you can only hurt me so much, Brandon. You can only hurt me so much.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, you know, they really did.
Yeah.
And I talked about this a couple years ago, and that's the example I always used about the Rams, like how they had a bye, but they didn't win in the month of November, and they won the Super Bowl.
Sure.
And like, I think it's also the way the Chiefs were talked about this season. Like their offense definitely wasn't great. Like they had like the game against the Bears where they looked really good. They scored, I think, like 41 points or something like that. Their offense never really looked amazing, but they lost 6 games.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is the worst Chiefs team we have ever seen in the history of teams. And like, it was like, okay, we're going to get concerned. But as we all know, like they just got to get into the playoffs and you never know. Because I saw Chiefs fans, like they were already looking ahead. They're like, all right, we're going to draft a wide receiver. We're going to kind of get to that. Yeah. And then they yada it and freaking won the Super Bowl. They beat the best teams in the playoffs and just, yeah. Here we are again.
All the criticism, not all of it, but the criticism about the Chiefs offense was and is fair.
That's absolutely
Even in
valid.
the Super Bowl, their offense was not amazing.
Yeah.
They had real issues with guys making mistakes, dropping passes.
Yeah.
They had problems. And the way they persevered through those issues is a testament to Mahomes leading that offense. Travis Kelce finally got healthy, and the defense from week 1 to the Super Bowl was as consistent as possible. It was great. So, you know, the season's long. There's ups and downs. We also wrote off the Bills too early in the season. We're like, they're fucked, and they made the 2 seed, and they competed against KC. They just didn't win. So a lot of teams get written off, and then they fight. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Brandon's been inspired.
Wait.
Oh, is the Packers on there?
I got the best visual representation for this, Tom. Let me just go to the greatest.
Yeah, so you're going to find out during Q&A, because I am doing Q&A tonight.
Nice.
I did get my Fan of the Year trophy, and I was going to put it at the end of the vlog that I put out yesterday. Shout out to Johnny Barks for putting that together. It was freaking amazing. Did a great job on that. So I recorded myself unboxing it because I got it the other day, and I was like, okay, I'll like record me taking it out of the box and all that great stuff. So the NFL didn't really package it well. And it was broken when it got here.
Fan of the Year. It's broken, just like you right now. It's actually perfect.
So it broke. It was broken in the box. Yeah, it's broken. So
I'm going to email the NFL to send you some glue.
I did email them. I was like, hey, so it wasn't really packed well and it broke. So
Send me
if
another.
you can fix it, that'd be good. That'd be nice.
If they send you another one, can I have the broken one?
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll just put it back here and I'll be like, I was fan of the year too. See,
why not?
I got trophy.
I'd probably just auction it off for charity, to be honest. I do that. Oh, speaking of charity, so Brandon and I tried to set this up. They weren't registered with YouTube. I know that there's a GoFundMe out there for some families too, if you want to support them that way. But after the events that happened in KC on Wednesday, I know I said Thursday in the video. I apologize. I don't know what day it is. But the link is in the description and also in the chat. It's pinned at the top for Children's Mercy Hospital, which is where like all those victims went. They do great work. A lot of KC residents reached out to me too, talking about the great work that they did. So if you are inclined to donate, the links are in the chat and description.
Yeah, it was. If you don't know, there was a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs victory celebration in Kansas City.
It's true.
A bunch of kids got shot during the event, and so this is going to the hospital that's been helping
that
there.
Treated them, yeah.
Yeah, that treated them.
They do great work.
Just another terrible thing that that got to me a little bit on Wednesday. It's just like, God, like we were out with Carm visiting like school she's going to be going to in a little bit. And then just like, I kind of knew it was happening, but I didn't want to like look at it until I got home. And then I was just like, God, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
People just trying to celebrate their team winning. And I know there's a lot of terrible shit always happening.
Absolutely.
Right now you could point to. But when it intersects like directly like with what we talk about with football and, some people getting into an argument and now somebody's dead and a bunch of kids got shot, it's just sad and disgusting. Yeah. It's like,
no, it's just, dude, it's awful. And it's like one of those things that you sit there, right? Because I'm kind of done just arguing with people on the internet.
Oh yeah, there's no point
because it's
arguing.
Pointless, right? It's we politicize the crap out of it. It is what it is. It is garbage. So the thing that we can do instead of just sitting on our hands is actually attempt to help. So, I'm tired of just like shouting into the void and shouting at like random Twitter users, and instead it's like, no, here's like link. Let's put some funds together and try to support those who were affected.
Yeah,
and that's the best that we can do.
And some of like the Chiefs players who were out there comforting the kids while it was going on, like
absolutely.
That's really respectable, and it's just a crazy situation. We went from listening to like Travis Kelce just drunk off his ass yelling into a microphone to, oh God, another tragedy. So,
So, if you are inclined to help, and again, I don't have the link because I know there's a few links and I get very weary about GoFundMe's that are not like tied directly to, but there are ones that are directly tied to families that you can check them out if you want the money to go directly there. I figured this is a nonprofit and it's also Children's Mercy. They're a great hospital. It's where the victims went. So it was a great way to support.
And what's like obviously like all of that stuff's horrifying and terrible, right? But like we know people who were there. You know what I mean? Like that's how sad this is getting. Like Rachel was there, Cole was there, and
legit, like the mods, like thank God, like Rachel, folks were okay. Yeah, 100%.
She's like, God.
So no, it's
there we go.
It's rough stuff, my friends. It is rough stuff. But
all
we can do is try to make there's a lot of crappy bad things in the world, but there's a lot of good people too. There's a lot.
Yeah, no, that it outweighs it. It's just
look at the freaking heroes that freaking tackled them. You know what I mean?
Like,
you have Chiefs players giving away like the championship belt. Like MVS was trying to like get in touch with folks. Like that's people will hate on it too. Like Taylor Swift donated $100,000 to the victim's family as well. Like I saw that this morning. Like there's a lot of good stuff too. There's a lot of good.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
What's funny about that last comment about me being the cream cheese frosting? I do not like cream cheese in my desserts. Don't like cheesecake. Don't. So that's perfect. Make me
Same. I'll die.
the worst part of I think the dessert industry, and that's on top of Chiefs fandom. So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
now I did want to show you something here, Tom.
Bring it on.
Okay, because we're talking about writing teams off. Okay,
Yeah.
through the course of a season, a lot happens, and this graphic is power rankings through the course of last year. I was like, oh my God, this is great. Here we go. Week 1, Chiefs dropping.
Oh man.
Broncos
actually
down at the
really
bottom.
cool.
We're bottom feeding,
Yeah, the
baby.
Broncos are all the way down.
Yeah. Lions. Look at the Lions held true most of the season. Broncos are going to rise fast. Bills going up steadily. Texans up there. Like, this is a great example. And the Chiefs were just kind of hovering around that 4 or 5, going down to 6, maybe back to 4.
That's actually a
And
really
then
cool
by
graphic.
the end of the season, boom.
That's a really cool graphic. I like that a lot.
Those graphs are like so simple, and yet,
They're
you know,
so
the ones it's
effective.
like, it'll be like population growth by country since 1960. And it's
Yeah.
just like those I'll sit there, I'll watch that shit forever.
Yeah, I saw it. She was a DJ too, a local DJ. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible, man. You know,
Because some
Sorry.
guys got into an argument in a fight.
Stupid shit. Stupid shit. Yeah, no, it's very unfortunate. But KC, we got you. So yes, but that also goes to speak, right? Like the power rankings, you and I talked about this all the time of just like, it's all subjective. It means nothing in the end, but it's like a way of trying to gauge teams. But at the end of the year, you don't know. And Perna, I think the best part is, especially that later half of the season, how many times do we sit here and go, you know what? This could be a team like a wild card team wins this year. That a wild card team wins.
It could have.
We were right. It was a wild card team that won. It was just the Kansas City
Just
Chiefs.
those dirty, stanky Chiefs.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, it's you were right. Congratulations, you were right.
Sometimes even twice a day, your clock is set to the time that is appropriate for that very minute.
What?
And it's broken. Forgot that, you know?
No.
Yep. That's me. Chicago Bears have released
Eddie Jackson. Yeah, Eddie Jackson. I mean,
Jackson.
I'm just speak from and white hair as well, but like
Cody Whitehair?
Yeah, I'm going to speak from a Packers fan perspective. Years ago, Eddie Jackson was like that guy. Like he was that guy in the secondary. And what was crazy was Adrian Amos, like he went to the Packers and everyone was like, oh, okay. And the Bears got Clinton Dix and everyone was like, oh, like we got better. We potentially did better. And Amos was good for a while with the Packers. Then he went to the Jets and then I got released by the Jets. But yeah, this is like the end of an era for Eddie Jackson because, man, he was dominant for a while. And then just after a while, he just didn't look like the same player. But they got a whole bunch of cap space now. Like the Bears have so many options for this offseason. And that's not even starting to talk about the draft. So they can make moves. It's just you have to trust their front office to make the right ones, which...
I think they've been doing okay. It takes a little time to rebuild here. Now, here's another... I got another great visual here for the Bears because shout out to Nick Whalen, who I did follow. Did not know Nick previously. They clear up $70 million in cap space after releasing Eddie and Cody, which sounds like an old Disney show. And then he breaks down like what the cap's going to be used for, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to sign your draft picks. Franchise tag, one of the best corners in the game, Jalen Johnson. You got your in-season moves. You got your practice squad. And then he makes some suggestions as to what the Bears might do. This is a nice little signing. Alohi Gilman coming over, possibly. How you get a little younger, a little better at your safety position. AJ Epinesa from the Bills. I love breakdowns like this when somebody posts the info and then gives you like some legit options of what like they're thinking in their head. Doesn't mean any of these things will happen, but I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So here's my guy,
Signed
Drew Lock, going to Chicago, baby. And I like the connections. Shane Waldron's offense. Also, former Bronco Noah Fant. Bring him over, baby. And then wide receivers.
So to answer this question, because this is the part of the season we're heading into,
Yeah.
there's deadlines in which teams need to be like under the cap.
Sure.
So if they're not, then they can face like penalties, fines, they can lose draft picks, etc.
Yeah.
But
Prison time.
They have time to do so. It's the start of the new season, so it's usually right around free agency that they have those deadlines.
I got an idea, Tom.
Yes.
I know how I can win Fan of the Year.
Okay.
So, if your NFL team is over the cap, it's acceptable. You can go over the cap. But you have to have someone willing to serve prison time. 1 year in prison to negate the extra cap space. And I will go to prison for the Denver Broncos and spend the year there so they can have unlimited cap space for that season. As long as you have a sacrifice every year willing to go to prison, you get the extra cap space. That's what I would do for my team.
So I just want to be
Tom
clear.
went to 30 stadiums. I did hard time. Hard time.
I just want to make something clear.
I'm getting a face tattoo while I'm there, too. My cellmate, probably going to be Brett Favre.
Allegedly.
You know what we're going to do? Day one in prison, we're going to beat up Deshaun Watson. Woo! Actually, my greatest fear is having to go to prison, but, you know.
So you would rather go to prison?
I get to watch the Broncos from prison, though. That's the caveat.
That's
Every
why it's
Sunday I
prison.
get to watch the game.
That's why it's prison.
And live stream.
Brant, it just sounds like you're in your basement.
GPS. The S stands for solitary confinement. GPS.
But it's got an Ethernet cable in there.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I got Ethernet.
So you just want to do your job and be left alone. That's
No, I don't want to. I'm offering the sacrifice. The initial thought was somebody from the organization has to go to prison for a year so your team can be over the cap. Then I was like, you know what? I'll do it so I can follow in your footsteps of chaotic
So wouldn't
good.
you be even more upset if the Broncos then still screwed
Yes,
it up?
God, yes.
Because
If I did a
then
year of
it's
hard
all-
time and they're freaking 8-9 again and miss the playoffs,
Yeah.
it'll be tough. I'll be real rough.
Okay. Elliot, I will say, so the thing that really upset me about when I went for 30 and 30 wasn't the stadium. It was the fact that there just wasn't a lot of Raiders stuff there. You know, like there was obviously the torch, but there just wasn't a ton of stuff unless you went down to the lounges and champions club where you paid a lot of money for. So that still stands. But I will say, I sat up in 407 in the very back row.
Yeah.
Literally the highest point in the stadium. You can't get further away from the field. And the view was amazing. It still was incredible. So, yeah, shout out to that. There legitimately isn't a bad seat there. Yeah, and we were all the way up, you couldn't go higher. And it was great.
I know how you one up what you did last year.
Here we go.
You spend the entire 2024 football season.
Yeah.
3 segments, okay? Quarter 1, you live exclusively at the Bears Stadium. Quarter 2, Lions. Quarter
How do I
3,
get there?
Vikings.
How do I get there within 15
You
minutes?
live there. You just have to live in the stadium. You can never leave the stadium. You've got access to food. You'll find a suite to sleep
Quarter,
in.
you mean, you're saying quarter, you're not meaning games. You mean the first quarter of the season.
Quarter of the season, yeah.
I thought you meant games. And I was like, how
for
am I
6
supposed to go?
weeks, you
Okay.
live in the Bears Stadium. No, Bears is outdoors, right? Yeah, you live there when it's cold. Last one.
So is Green
Vikings,
Bay.
Lions, you can flip-flop, but
Green Bay's going to be cold.
yeah, but you don't get to live where you shit. No way, man.
I don't poop there.
Yeah, you have. You don't get to live at your home stadium. You got to live at your enemy's stadium. And then if the Niners are in the postseason, you got to live at Levi's Stadium until they lose. Fan of the year? You could be the first back-to-back fan of the year winner.
Someone said that to me. They were like, "Can we just vote again?" I was like, "Please don't." I was like, "No." I was like, other people need to do it."
You're
Unless
just
I
like the
can.
Chiefs of the fan of the year.
Then we just go back to back.
And then by like year 3 and you're nominated again, everybody's going to hate you because we're sick of seeing you win.
No,
Hell yeah.
But see, it'd actually be great because it would force me, even though I'm going to do this stuff anyway, it'd force me to just one up my ideas every time. It's like Tom like cured cancer, right? But because he made football videos or whatever. So I'm like, guys, I stopped nominating me. They're like, nope, we're going again. It's just like when I get held hostage during the fundraiser stream in December. They don't let me leave. They don't let me leave.
No.
The Patriots should do is trade for Justin Jefferson. I love that. And
keep Zappy?
Great. Yep. If anything that removes Justin Jefferson from Minnesota, I'm a fan of. So he can go to the Patriots. He can go to the Commanders. He can go to the Panthers. He can go anywhere.
No,
not in the NFC North.
This pisses me off. This is why we have jobs, Tom. This is literally why we have jobs.
Yeah.
You've got Dan Orlovsky saying the Patriots should just fucking rock with Bailey Zappi next year.
Yeah.
This is a man who played quarterback in the NFL. This is a man who understands the game. And he's just going on shows saying the dumbest shit you can imagine so people will pay attention to his take. Get the fuck out of here, Orlovsky. Bailey Zappi. Yeah, just get Bailey Zappi, Justin Jefferson. You'll be all right. Yeah, they got the 3rd pick in the draft with 3 quarterbacks everybody's rock hard for. Okay.
Would you trade? Okay, so here's a question for you.
God.
What pick would you trade for Justin Jefferson right now? You know you have to pay him all the money. What pick, like first round, because it had to be first round. What first round pick, like how high would you go to trade for Justin Jefferson?
It depends. Like, well, are you asking me or like if I'm in control of an organization?
Like a team, like if you think just in terms of like fair compensation, like I'm assuming it's a top 10 pick, yeah?
Yeah, like I would, as the Broncos, I'd give them number 12 straight up. There you go. Here's number 12.
I think you would need more, to be honest.
If you're the Chiefs, you give up everything to get him. You just give him the whole fucking draft.
Can you imagine they just give him the entire draft? They're just like, hey, picks like rounds 1 through 7. Here you go. That would be the most Chiefs thing ever, but also the greatest thing ever. They're like, hey, guys, we have Justin Jefferson. Like, we're winning for the next 10 years. Like
now we will be unstoppable again.
Yep. Yep. That's true. Yeah, 2 years in a row, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Jefferson, but that's the thing with Jefferson. You've got to have a quarterback to get him the football.
Yeah.
Like, go to the Patriots and you trust Bailey Zappi to deal him the ball consistently. All right, Dan. Laces out, Dan. All right, let's.
It'd be pretty fun, though. It'd be pretty cool. Again, I just don't want to see Justin Jefferson in the NFC North. I ran into him in Radio Row, and I almost was like, should I just go up and be like, you know what? You deserve better than Minnesota.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to, but I had a Packers thing on, and he would have known. But it's true. I hope he gets $1 kajillion. I do.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny, too, right? He said he wants to break the bank. Let's see. You go to jail. Wait. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Kansas City jail. There you go. There you go, Brandon.
If I'm getting put in a Kansas City jail, I'm getting a KC tattoo before I go in there.
Oh, no. They're going to know who you are.
So they know. I can join the right gang when I get in there. They're like, do you want to be...
Are you Brandon Perna?
Yeah. Do you want to be part of the white gang, the black gang, the Mexican gang? I go, nope. Chiefs fans gang. Perfect. Over there. You got to join a gang by race once you get to prison. Everybody knows that. Or you get no protection.
They also have a football gang.
Yeah, the football gang. That's the fun one. What do you guys do? Do you hurt people? Nah, we just watch football and we talk trash to the opposing teams. Sick. Sign me up. Oh, let's not pretend like you go to jail and there aren't racially divided gangs there, guys.
Nobody's pretending that.
Well, people are like, wait, what? I'm just stating what happens when you go to
just
jail.
brought that up out of nowhere and then said, "Oh, on the side though, there's a football gang."
Yeah, there's a football gang. That's
It's
what
just
I'm
like,
doing.
Oh, we
That's
play
why I get the
fantasy
Chiefs
football.
tattoo.
We have a big mock draft. Like,
Yeah.
we have a big fantasy draft at the end. We got a big board that goes up. The warden loves it.
And trust me, I've learned a lot about gangs in prison through movies. So movies have never lied to me.
If I had to cut 3 players for cap, it's probably going to be Packers that are not going to re-sign guys. I mean, A.J. Dillon's probably going to be on that list. I'd like to keep Savage around. Dave Bakhtiari, if he's not healthy, would unfortunately have to go. And maybe Yash, because we're just not using him enough.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if Lamar Jackson was on the 49ers? But you know what?
They would still lose.
Yeah, probably. Brandon Ayuk, though, still like that stuff is heating up. All right, so Brandon put this idea in the agenda on Wednesday, and I thought this was phenomenal.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do Wednesday.
Pornographers, right? Isn't it the pornographers? It was for a while.
Oh yeah, the pornographers never took off. Never took off, the old pornographers.
All right, go ahead, Perna.
Oh, that's how I'd Freaky Friday Mahomes. That's a callback to a different episode. But I get myself in jail, and then I switch bodies, and then Mahomes is like, "No, I'm in prison."
And then it's part of the Kansas City
But
gang.
I set up evidence that clears me once the football season's over. I put my semen DNA somewhere. The police can find it to clear me afterwards. It's not even a semen-related incident. It was a bank robbery. But you got, I've watched a lot of CSI too, Tom. And the only way you get out of jail is semen.
It's not that. Listen, I was almost a forensic scientist in another life.
You were?
Yeah, legit. I was going to go to University of New Haven, study with Henry Lee. Yeah, whole 9 yards.
Whoa.
I love how you just said it to me. You're like, my semen DNA.
Yeah, my semen DMA.
A semen demon.
My semen demon
demon
gets me out of prison. Aha. He was not at the bank. His semen was in the forest at the time of the robbery.
Injury concerns.
Can they carbon date fossilized semen? All right, here we go.
It's a Friday
Speaking
show.
of semen, who would you like having captain your football ship late in the fourth quarter? All right, here's the premise for the tier, okay? Here's the premise for the tier, all right? I swear to Christ, we're going to talk about these quarterbacks. Because I've been working on a Mahomes episode, been thinking about how good Josh Allen is, and it's like Chiefs have come back from 10-point deficits to win the Super Bowls. Mahomes has been doing that. I'm getting us on track. So this tier is about which quarterbacks do you trust if your team is trailing by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter, okay? Let's say there's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You need 2 scores. And I think, obviously, we all trust Patrick Mahomes. We've seen him do it in the regular season, the postseason, the Super Bowl. He's done it. He's done it. He is captaining our ship. He is the leader of our vessel. All right?
I'm just letting you go. I'm letting you go. You're doing a great
So I
job.
put him up there. Trailing by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. I trust Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's not the only quarterback I trust,
yes.
though. Okay? I don't think other quarterbacks get enough respect once a guy wins the Super Bowl and does it the way Mahomes does. It feels like everybody's like, Mahomes is the only quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with right now.
Sure.
It feels like that's what we're being told. We don't
like
rails? Or we're going, we don't need,
rails. Danny, what a pity. Whoop. For Kitty. Hold on, Danny. I got you, Danny. Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow. So I'd put Aaron Rodgers up by at least the one score because I think like he's still he's still
I
up
don't
there.
trust Aaron Rodgers to stay on the field for longer than 10 minutes, Tom.
Yeah, we're gonna imagine a world where
All right, yeah. One score,
appreciate you,
Rodgers for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Trevor Lawrence has done it. This year, Trevor Lawrence, I don't know if he can.
Yeah, I mean, that.
Because, like, he did it against the Chargers, right?
I trust him to get a field goal after this season.
Okay, that's fair.
Based on last season, I would have had him up at top tier here.
Yeah, I get it.
I also trust Russell Wilson down one score.
Okay.
He did that a lot. Like he was good late in the games. Problem was, reason we're trailing a lot of the time
was because of Russell Wilson.
Because of Russ.
Yeah, exactly. You know, give it and take it away. If they have Cortland Sutton, then all things are possible.
Now, will be a killer. I don't think the sample size is large enough, but looking. Bam. CJ Stroud. I feel like Stroud is the kind of guy, if your team is down 2 scores, you're going to trust CJ Stroud. I think we need a little more time to evaluate, but everything we watched Stroud do. Wait, what?
That's not what I'm laughing at.
Oh. What are you laughing at? Oh, God. Joe, you son of a gun.
Yep, Joe came in with another banger. Sorry.
There's me, just getting the Broncos to the Super Bowl.
Hey, Elliot, I appreciate you. Pay for the cake. Whoop. Yeah, and that's what but SoFi's the same thing. SoFi's an amusement park. I'm very fan oriented, and if I'm going to a stadium, I want to see that team represented. But yeah, you're 100% correct. It's the same exact thing with SoFi, in that it's just like, you know, an amusement park and more of like, hey, it can change because it's all like digital and stuff like that too. But
I trust Kenny Pickett to get you a field goal. All season, that was the narrative, right? He played well in the fourth quarter. Offense didn't do anything for the first 3 quarters, but I trust Pickett to get a field goal. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much everybody eats bread.
Everyone does. Okay. I get that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, after this season, like, I think Baker goes up there for field goal, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I trust him. Lead a field goal. That's exactly what I was thinking for Baker.
Hey, appreciate you. Yes, he should, Scott. Yes, he should. Josh Allen, you trust him down one score?
I trust him too. I trust Josh Allen to get you 2 scores late in the fourth quarter.
The turnovers concern me. Okay.
Hold on. I've been waiting for this moment all
thank God. I'm going to grab a tissue while you do this.
show.
I need to blow my nose so bad.
You walked right into it, one Thomas Grossi. Everybody here, Tom is about to get got, baby. Remove. Let's share this screen.
Oh, I can breathe.
Let's share this screen.
Got it. Sorry.
Look at this little chart.
Okay. What we got?
QB performance in the clutch. 5 minutes or less. Fourth quarter or in OT. Win probability. Between, this is a lot of math. 25 and 75%. Who is good with the game on the line? It is Josh freaking Allen. Adding win probability per drop back and efficiency per drop back. Late in the game, he was very, very good. Very good. Very good.
But I don't think that necessarily disputes the thing between 1 and 2 touchdowns. I think he's capable of doing it. That's not the argument. It's just like 2 touchdowns, I'd be a little bit more concerned because he turns the ball over too.
No,
Okay.
not then.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It'll probably be made soon. Okay, so you have Josh Allen up at 2.
Hell yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll die on that hill.
Would you put Joe Burrow up there too?
Yes. I'd have him on one of these two.
Okay.
I'll put Joe up there.
Oh,
you know
God.
what? Here you go. A guy he earned my respect.
Mahomes' mind.
Jordan Love, down 1 score. I trust him to make a play. That's a guy who looked good the first couple weeks, went through the ringer, and then just like, oh yeah, he's gonna make plays. Here's Justin Herbert. Going to lose a close one. Sorry. Now, that's previous, Tom. That's previous. Does this change with Jim Harbaugh? I don't know. But 100%, I trust Justin Herbert to lose us a close football game.
Lee. Whoop. Faith for the kitty. I mean, dude, again, I know we're going back a couple years now. That week 8, like it was week 17, week 18, the final regular season when it was Raiders and Chargers and like Herbert just like kept converting 4th down after 4th down. Like he is clutch. It's just, yeah, a lot of times the team just doesn't do him a lot.
He's good. Yeah, he's got to stay healthy too. Like,
yeah,
injury's been an issue.
Poser.
USA.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA.
Man, if I could have Justin Herbert, like say for 3 quarters and then Russ for the 4th quarter, the Chargers and Broncos would have one complete quarterback.
Where do you put Lamar?
Yeah, I'm so mad at Lamar Jackson right now.
I know you're still upset with him.
I can't forgive him. Like, it sucks because he hurt my feelings. Oh, where do I put Lamar? I mean, after these playoffs, I don't trust him at all.
Yeah.
Right now, field goal at this moment, historically speaking.
I think he's at least 1 score.
Yeah, maybe. I'm talking about my emotional feeling
Still
of
alive.
Lamar.
Can you at least just compromise and put him at 1? No.
I want to put him here.
No.
This is how I feel about Lamar right now.
No, Brandon, just because he didn't beat...
He betrayed me.
You know what? What about Josh Allen? What about the Bills? They didn't
Keep
beat the
it.
Chiefs
Josh was
either.
making plays. Diggs can't catch. Sherfield can't catch.
Lamar
Come on.
Jackson, because they didn't run the
Come
ball,
on.
literally did everything in that game.
He got hit as he was about to throw the game winner. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
even caught the ball himself.
Yeah, that was tight. Should have thrown it to himself every play. Okay, so I'll put him there. That's fair. Ooh, Matthew Stafford, 100% trust, down 1 score.
Yeah, I trust Matthew Stafford. Oh, God, Matt. Why do you... See, this is the question that will send it off the rails. All right, Brandon. If we were married, whose last name is taken? Hey, you know what? This is already going better because it seems like Brandon's actually putting some thought into it.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the name Perna, but it's in terms of how it sounds, Grossi sounds more Italian, so we'll go Grossi.
Yes! Oh my God, that's the biggest win I've ever had on GPS. That's the biggest win. Brandon Grossi. I guess it works. Tom Perna. Tom Perna doesn't really work. That sounds like I'm like a Law and Order kind of actor. Featuring Tom Perna.
Tom Perna.
Puts mayo in his coffee. Like an...
All
I
right.
thought it said likes an ass.
Yeah.
I was like, just in general? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I don't
Actually,
think that's true.
I got one.
Oh, those guys, yeah, 100%. They need to get season tickets minimum. Minimum. Absolutely. I don't have ties with the Chiefs. I mean, I couldn't even get into their stadium, but Yeah, no, that should 100% be.
Game on the line, Sam Howell, 100% getting sacked. Game on the line, there's a decent chance Russell Wilson gets sacked.
Perna, you got a fitty.
Ooh! An idea for off-season GPS content, bring on smaller draft-focused YouTubers. It's like they're reading our mind, Tom. To get better informed for the draft, much like how y'all raid smaller streamers during halftimes. One I enjoy is Broshmo. Broshmo.
Yeah, we're going to be bringing on guests. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't you know. Here we go.
There you go. There you go. Are you getting a clip or you want me to get the clip? And then they won the Super Bowl. That is not
Sirianni's fault?
is aged so poor. If Nick Sirianni gets fired after this upcoming season, Chiefs fans are going to be relentless with that. And to be honest, earned.
Yeah, that's the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Purdy, I trust to get a field goal, Tom. Call me crazy, but I trust him to get a field goal.
If we're talking about that's the thing. I mean, they came back against the Lions, though.
I know. I mean, he also...
I feel like one score is fair for Purdy because he came back against the Packers because that was their biggest knock all season. He came back against the Packers. They came back against the Lions. You know, I know the big game, it didn't work out, but I think Purdy has earned enough respect.
To be fair, they weren't trailing. They were tied, and he got him a field goal. They were tied.
What are you talking about? You talking about the Super Bowl?
Jordan? Oh, I made a joke about Rodgers. Herbert last year got hurt, and he had the rib injuries the year before.
Purdy. Who? Brandon, what are you talking about?
The comment here.
No, I'm not talking about the comment. I was asking about Brock Purdy when you said they weren't down by a touchdown.
I'm saying they went into overtime. They're tied.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. I'm talking about just the playoffs. That's why I think he deserves that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
I got him up there.
Got it. Got it. That's what I'm saying. No, Brandon's upset. Brandon already hates birds.
No, that's the whole point, is I'm leaning into my emotions. I am unfairly criticizing Lamar Jackson. That's the stick.
You kind of have to respect at least the self-awareness. You can definitely criticize the logic behind it.
You know what? Fuck it. Never had a chance.
See,
that's where Lamar is now.
Frank, this is why.
Never had a chance.
Yes, you can't poke the Perna bear. Because if you poke it, it's going to get even worse.
Never had a chance, Lamar. Oh, I'm sorry. I defended him for the last 3 years. What does he do? Same exact shit in the playoffs. Same exact. Also, just run the ball. Anyway, he's never had a chance. Taylor Heineke never had a chance. Zach Wilson never had a chance. Ooh, where do we put Kirk Cousins? Where do you put Kirk?
I think field goal at least. I think it's at least field goal. I think you can make an argument of one score, but I think it's at least field goal.
See, it's like Kirk, you don't really want to be in that situation. And I think you might view that as like a knock on him. But I feel like you're assuming Kirk's going to have your team in a decent position in the fourth quarter.
Sure. Okay.
He might be my quarterback next year, so I got to be very careful.
What
about Dak?
Actually,
field goal?
Put Lamar Jackson back up there, please.
Nope. Never had a chance. Not until I get an apology.
From Lamar Jackson? For
being too accurate, for being more well thought out than Dan Orlovsky. First, I got to see that I got to see the comment, I am better than Dan Orlovsky at talking about football, and then I'll put Lamar where I actually think he belongs. Not until I see it.
That was yesterday. Yeah. Oh, I actually, really quick, before we continue with that, I actually want to talk about this. I want to get your take on this because this happened after GPS.
Yeah.
So Steve Wilkes did get Fired.
Canned.
And Steve Wilkes throughout the
Fired.
season got a lot of crap from 49ers fans when it was like, the DC, it's really not that great. We don't like the scheme, all that stuff. I will say, though, like, Steve Wilkes called a pretty damn good game in that Super Bowl. I know they, didn't want the big play at the end, and I know all that stuff, but I mean, how do you feel about that, Perna? Do you feel like it's a little bit reactionary? Because you have to find someone who's going to be better than, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty big move.
You could make a case for Wilkes being like one of the most unfairly fired coaches and released coaches of the last decade, right? Gets canned in Arizona after a year. Unfair. Does a great job with Carolina. Doesn't really even get considered for the job. The Niners, I think they started trying to blitz a lot late in that game for whatever god-awful reason.
True. It's true, Michael.
They had to bring him out. Wasn't he up in the booth and they wanted him out on the field calling plays? Like, that was a thing. I feel like their defense is so talented that it should be one of the most dominant defenses in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're talking about maximizing the potential of that defense, I can see where the criticism is. Letting him go all together, maybe a little dramatic. Dramatic. I just made a new word, and it's really good. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Is Mahomes better than Elway all time?
Not until I see Mahomes give the Broncos a Super Bowl trophy.
There you go.
Once Mahomes has the courage to give the Broncos a Super Bowl trophy, even if they didn't earn it, I mean, statistically, through the first 6 seasons in pretty much every category, yeah, Mahomes has been better than Elway. But Elway was sick.
Brandon would probably be Gardner Minshew. Am I right?
Oh, yeah, I could marry Gardner. Or Jimmy G if we're just talking for physical reasons.
I married Jameis Winston.
You are?
Why not? Be a good time. Be crazy. Never be boring. You know?
Oh, boy.
If you're marrying Gardner Minshew, right? I mean, why not?
Go for it. Go for it. Derek Carr, we trust for a field goal, Tom?
I wouldn't even trust him for an effing field goal.
Gonna lose a close one. Gonna lose a close one.
No shot. Yeah, no. Yeah, the tackling became a big issue.
What about Kyler? We've seen him throw the Hail Mary. We've seen it.
Field goal or lose a close one.
Yeah, I trust Kyler with the field goal.
Where are you on Jalen Hurts now? I think at least field goal. I'm like,
damn.
I think he's been taken down a peg after last season, but I still would have him up at field goal.
Yeah.
It's true.
Where's Tua? That's a tricky one.
Jesus. You got to pray they're not behind. Like that. You got to hope that they're ahead. You do. Yeah, I saw that. McCarron King goes back to the Battlehawks.
Pray.
Logan said you're better than Dan Orlovsky.
Where?
It's literally the highlighted super chat
Dan
below.
O. Okay. Fair enough.
So now
Pray
you got to move Lamar Jackson up.
Okay, hold on. Tua. Bam. Lamar Jackson. Bam.
Yeah, then he got hurt, so. Wait, they're not true. That's not putting him back up where he was.
All right, fine.
There you go.
I'm a man of my word. You know what? Jared Goff, I trust down one score.
At this point, yeah, I would.
I trust him.
I would.
Gardner Minshew, I trust for a field goal.
Okay. Sure. We could do that.
We'll get sacked. Justin Fields probably.
Justin Fields going to get sacked. Or he'll just run it. He'll run in for a score.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Or throw a screen pass, but that's more Luke Getsy.
Dan Jones, I trust to get sacked.
He'll get sacked. Yep. Yeah, that's fair, Sam.
Oh,
that's very
I got
fair.
one. Come on, baby.
How many? Oh, good God. We really need to do an over-under every single time we do a tier maker.
Will help me join the Italian gang in prison.
Brandon, I don't know, man.
Tommy DeVito, baby. I trust Tommy to get me into the Italian gang in prison.
I think Baker, like, give me another year of really good Baker. Like, I'll throw him
Yeah.
back. We'll go higher.
Dude, I think like trust to get a field goal is a compliment to the quarterback. It means that the situation's not too big. If you're down 3, you feel like you're going to tie the game up. If you're down more than that, it's a bit of a gamble. Like getting into field goal range is so, for good quarterbacks, it is so easy, right? Like you could not go up 3 points against the Patriots late. You can't go up 3 against the Chiefs. If Josh Allen has a ball there, if Aaron Rodgers has a ball there, if you're up by 3 points, you assume you're going to lose that game if they've got a minute or 2 minutes to work with.
I love how we already have so many tiers we can't even see the rest of them. Bryce Young's getting sacked. Or you know what? Never had a chance, I think, is like just with everything. Wide receivers, unless it's against Joe Barry, then he has a shot.
Yeah.
What about Geno?
Geno, I 100% trust
Field
for
goal?
field goal.
Yeah, I think field goal's fair.
Yeah.
That's true. I think I'll probably be better.
Let's
Probably
see
better.
here. With Lions fan.
Deshaun Watson, I mean, at this point, losing a close one? He's on a really good team.
I know what I trust from Watson.
Oh, boy, here we go. There we go. I said he was clutch, Mac. I said he was clutch.
Recommending a good lawyer. Deshaun Watson. Need a good lawyer? Oh, yeah, I might ask Deshaun Watson. Tom. Okay.
Yeah, that's my field goal at least. I think
Joe Flacco. I trust Joe Flacco to throw 2 interceptions and also still give you a chance to win.
Yeah, he's the reason you're behind again, but he's also the reason that you could win the game.
Man, you could put Joe Flacco and Josh Allen in the same category where could throw the most interceptions and still win you the game by 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
I trust Flacco for field goal. You know what? I would trust Flacco down 1 score. But I also don't.
Is
Flacco going to be back?
Not as a starter.
What's our name for DeVito's Italian gang?
The Cannoli Boys.
The Cannoli Boys?
No, thanks. Hard pass.
The Goblin Ghouls. Or the Goblin Ghouls. And we wear masks, goblin masks around prison that are painted, red, white, and green. What about here's where the Raiders are. We don't even have a quarterback up for them right now. Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Just doesn't have a chance yet.
Sure.
Tannehill, not a starter right now. Trubisky, cut. Oh, wait. Here we go. I got a good category.
Oh, God, we're getting another one.
I got a good one. Hold on. Here we go, Tom.
The entire show has been making...
Here we go. Oh, no. What the hell? Oh, God. Okay, thank you.
Oh, my God. I can't... I'm going to survive. I'm going to get there. This might.
There you go. Will win Dan Orlovsky a Super Bowl. Bailey Zappi. He's above Mahomes. He's above Allen. He is Dan Orlovsky's guy.
Yeah, Dobbs will be a close score. Yeah, Dobbs, that's fair. I think Dobbs will be a close one.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Going to lose a close one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Get that nice little trajectory.
Ritter, never had a chance.
Unless you're against Joe Barry.
Ooh. Browning, he was in between.
Yeah, I see. You know what? Lose close one. I think he came back. I think that's fair.
Who?
Browning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some nice games.
Yeah.
That's it. We did it.
See, Fields with field goal range, but they're going to be behind too much, most likely.
Yeah.
So,
Is there any other quarterbacks right now you want to throw into trailing 2 scores that
It's
you
very
trust?
true. Yeah, Herbert, I mean, yeah, if we're putting, like, we do need to move him up. If we're just based off of what else we did. Dude, like, we can't put Josh Dobbs and Justin Herbert in the same category.
Herbert couldn't hold on to a how many point lead in the playoffs? How many points? Were they trailing 24-0? You know how many game-losing interceptions I've seen that man throw?
Where did we put Trevor? Dude, if we put Trevor Lawrence for a field goal.
Fine, I'll put Trevor Lawrence down here. I'm not moving Herbert up until I see different. And I think Herbert's incredibly talented. He might have one of the best arms in this entire tier. Okay? We blame Staley. We blame Anthony Lynn. Let's see if Jim Harbaugh can save him. I think he's incredibly talented. He has shown clutch moments from time to time. He's also been the antithesis
Brandon.
of that.
I'm trying out here. I'm trying.
Oh, yeah. Only Staley was an idiot. I think the Chargers are going to be good. I like the hiring. But I'm not. That's projecting.
But, dude, he's shown that he can be really good.
Yeah, at times. So is a lot of these guys.
I know. We had Trevor up. That's why. Wait, did he really? Did Jimmy G really get suspended for PEDs?
Let me see.
My God, he did.
Dang.
He got suspended for 2 games.
Who takes PEDs on the bench? Dang.
What did he do this year?
Dude, my butt hurts after every game from sitting on this bench.
Oh my God.
Can I get some ass PEDs, please?
Bro, yeah, CJ could honestly go up though at least the 1 score. I think you could move Stroud to 1 score. I think he's proven it enough.
I think this is the best category. Let me fix this.
I think it's fair.
I think it's like this. I think that's where this category belongs in the tier. To me, this is a bigger compliment right now. He's going to be these guys.
Easton Stick did prove that. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
Stick's not good. Stick's not good.
I'm sorry, I can't get over Jimmy G taking PEDs. And the man was riding the bench like all season.
Yeah, let me see. Where's Adam? Let me get the...
Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay, so it's a prescribed medication. That's why. Okay. Got it. That makes more sense. Because otherwise, like, what are we doing out here? What are we doing?
I think it's funnier if we just
the headline is
like
still funny.
He was taking some roids for the bench. The Raiders also plan to release him. Oh, there's the real nugget.
Yeah, there's no surprise there. I mean, the Raiders making an offseason move that their entire fan base was whelmed about, and then it didn't even last half the season.
Yeah.
That's not.
We did a show, Tom.
We did it, buddy. I'm
Hope
still
you
alive.
feel better.
We did it. We still did it. What do you got coming out today, buddy? Nothing, or tomorrow's the Mahomes?
I think tomorrow will be the Mahomes, and if I can get a video done today, I've got one about the new NCAA game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A classic. Rejected covers for the NCAA game.
Oh, God.
Might tank, might not. Don't care. Gonna throw some spaghetti at the wall and see if it sticks.
Bippity boppity.
What do you got? Q&A tonight?
Q&A tonight.
Scripted?
I'm like 99% sure. I'm literally going to go write it out now. Hopefully there won't be a lot of movement, because I feel like my voice is not terribly nasally right now. Like, I can get away with it.
Yeah, you sound all right.
Yeah, so I can do it. I think I can. Yeah, tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll have Q&A tonight. We'll be back. But, folks, we appreciate the heck out of you. We back on Monday, Brandon?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. We're back on Monday.
Yeah.
If I'm not sick and dying, like I might go on a mini vacation next week. I was gonna go to Iceland, but now that's not happening. So yeah.
Oh,
I hope I can get my money back for that flight.
you
We'll
already
see.
booked?
Yeah, it's been booked. That didn't work
Yeah.
out well. Yeah, I saw that Seahawks sticking with Geno. It's the right call because I think Mina Kimes said that on Twitter. It's like I think it's where you're at the draft too. It's gonna be tough to get a guy better than Geno right now. He knows the scheme. He knows
Yeah.
stuff. They'll be competitive. You know you'll be competitive with him. I don't think he necessarily puts you over the top, but
Yeah.
you
I
know.
think like with the new head coach too, like it's nice knowing that you can trust your QB, even if you don't think he's like the dude. He's good enough for sure.
Yeah, I agree. So, but folks, we appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. I'll see you tonight. You've been navigated.
You've reached your destination. Thank you guys for the super chats today. You were ridiculous.
Go donate to
Oh yeah,
Children's
link
Hospital.
below.
Rock out. Appreciate you. I'm gonna